Today we've been joined by Molly Pianta from the formerly known at the Bendigo Pioneers. Molly, thanks for coming on.
No worries. Thank you for inviting me.
No, it's any time. So tell us a bit about your journey, Molly, how you got into footy and what type of player you are.
Yeah, so I've obviously started playing when I was 8 years of age. So I've played my whole life, which I absolutely love it. It's a big passion for me. And obviously started playing in Bendigo at South Bendigo. And now I'm actually at Eagle Hawk, so the borough in Bendigo. And I played a few years at Bendigo Pioneers and also Academy. And I've gone down last year and the following year to try out for the VFLW, which was absolutely a pleasure. Absolutely loved it. And it was a really good experience to do that. And I'm looking forward to hopefully doing that again next year. Hopefully, touch wood. But yeah, I absolutely love it. I play midfield and rotate between that and half forward. So yeah.
Very good. Now you mentioned there about the Essendon as well, the VFLW. Is that something, you mentioned there in the previous few years, how was that experience for you though, to get that? Yes, it wasn't games, but like to get that gist of things and how the next level above Coach League and local, what the next level is like.
Yeah, so obviously it's very different. So it's very more, you got to be obviously very, very dedicated, which obviously you have to be. The skill level is much more intense, and it's just so much more smoother too. Like just everyone's on the same wavelength. Everyone's just on the same wavelength with like how the game is. It's a lot faster too, obviously, which is amazing, and I absolutely love that. Yeah, so I really thrived and absolutely love to go back up in Melbourne, hopefully next season, and try and give it my all again. And hopefully I get actually picked as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Now, seeing that time doing those trial periods, was there any players or people that you leaned on in that time that kind of helped you through that time? Because obviously, as you said, there was a couple of years, it wasn't just 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah. So I did do, especially with the VFL Essendon last year, sorry. There was a few girls that I actually used to play alongside, such as Lily Howding was one of them. So I did it with her. And there's been a few other girls there. So I really looked up to, obviously, especially Lily, because she got picked this year for the VFLW for Essendon. So she was a really good one. But then again, there's been a lot of girls as well along the way, like Keki and stuff as well, that she's actually been drafted now to Carlton for AFL. But yeah, there's just like a lot of girls that I can look up to, which is really good, that I used to play alongside with or against, which is really good. Yeah.
In those trial periods, obviously, going to another club, can be a daunting thing sometimes, especially in your case. You got the travel component and then you got the, brand new people, but it must have been helpful having at least someone there that you knew. You should still probably, more nervous still because it's to step up, but at least the comfort that there's someone there. At least there's one person or two.
Yeah, there was, it was a little bit nerve-wracking at first because I was like, well, there's a lot of new faces. I like just coming from everywhere, Melbourne, Ballarat, Bendigo, you name it. So yeah, it was definitely just that 1, 2, 3 people that I had that familiar face was really good just to I felt comfortable. Yeah.
You mentioned before about wanting to hopefully get back at that level and move to Melbourne. Is that something that you've pondered for a long time since the trial periods even started? Like, okay, if I am lucky enough to get picked up, it might be a bit too much to come from Bendigo all the time, travel-wise.
Yeah, so that has obviously considered. I have considered that due to obviously I do live in Bendigo, so traveling every day, well, not every day, but like back then twice, 3 times a week. But I don't think I'd probably move down to Melbourne, but I would probably just all comes down to the dedication as well. I'll just travel to and from Bendigo to Melbourne. Yeah.
That's fair. Obviously, now the Bendigo Pioneers are obviously there for a little bit in 2019, 2020, and 21 and 22. How was that time in those 4 years at Bendigo?
Yeah. I absolutely loved it. So Sean McCormick was my first coach when I first started Bendigo Pioneers. And then Cherie was my coach the following year. And then Danny O'Brien was the other coach as well. So it was really good having a variety of different coaches and whatnot, helpers along the way just to help with certain skills and things that I wanted to work on. And like I said before, Pioneers was another really good team to play alongside, and because it's everyone's on the same wavelength and nice and fast pace, and yeah, it was really good. Yeah, loved it.
Now, I'm sure, well, I know this, but I've got to ask this. I know you've seen some of the crew of the Bendigo girls and boys that I've had on. Who's some of those people that you've seen that I've had on that you've got a connection? Because obviously, when we first connected, obviously it came through some of those videos. So, what was some of the first ones that you've seen?
Yeah, so from obviously some of your videos and stuff that you've done, Dayton Urata. So I went to primary school with him. So very familiar with him, and he's captain of Pioneers this year. So congrats to him. And there's a few others, but on top of my head, the only one I can think of is Date. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. He's a legend.
Good one he is.
Yeah, he is.
So you mentioned now recently playing local footy at Eaglehawk. So how's that been for you? Obviously transitioning out of Pioneers a couple of years ago to now being local, and then having all those trials for Essendon in between all that.
Yeah, so this season I'm actually vice cap this year for Eaglehawk, which I'm absolutely stoked about. Which is really good to obviously have that be like a role model for like just for me girls, and obviously just to make that clear to the team, and make sure everyone's on the same wavelength and be that next step in that level, which I obviously love to be a leader, and I really want to work harder and work stronger on becoming better with that, as that's a real passion for me as well. So yeah, I'm really privileged to be able to be a vice cap this year. But yeah, this year we played our first game yesterday. We won, which was amazing. So I'm just really happy that the season started.
Yes.
Yeah, I just love footy, so I'm glad it's back.
I feel like I understand why sometimes some competitions at local level in particular, or even state leagues, they start different to the AFL. But how do you feel about having to wait all this time? Because in the AFL they're round 4 now, or just concluded round 4, and you've just started in the end of round 4, basically.
Yeah, it is very very different, obviously, because it's like that finishes and then we start and whatnot. Yeah, but it's good that obviously the males for the AFL started up as well. So it's good that they're going as well as when we start up. So yeah.
But now there's some individual accolades, Molly, that we haven't spoken about yet, and there's some really impressive ones that I struck out to me. And obviously, winning 3 best and fairest is obviously pretty cool, and a couple of premierships. Now let's start with the BNFs. How were they? Were they all club ones? How did they go? And was there any close counts of those 3?
Yeah, so I was pretty stoked with that. So one of them was back at Eaglehawk, like under 12s, so a long time ago. And then there was another one back at the Golden Square, under 18s. And then there was one, back at South Bendigo, so way back again. So yeah, just obviously very just stoked with it, really. So, and yes, the counts were obviously very close by memory. I'm trying to just think back to when it was, but yeah, I'm pretty sure by all 3 they were all pretty close with the numbers. Yeah.
I'm sure the under 12 system and everything was a bit different to the under 18s one. But so from the under 18 side of things, did they do a round by round thing from memory? And did you get nervous the closer it got? Were you like one of those people that was like comparing the other person close to you or people close to you and go, gee, I remember I kicked 3 this time. Oh, isn't this when you got tagged and you did nothing? Were you like that? Were you literally nitpicking each person in contention's games and see who was better to know who would end up winning?
Yeah, not really. I think by memory it was probably just more like, I just didn't really know where it was going to go, type of thing. Yeah, so I was just kind of just sitting there, just waiting for the last vote and just go from there. And then that's when I was like, oh yeah, well, that's amazing. I'm stoked with that. Yeah.
Now the Premier, obviously winning a few. Reviews are playing footy. How were those 2 premierships?
Yeah, so one was back at Eaglehawk. That was under 12s, I think, by memory. Very obviously young again, so that was amazing. And there was another one back at, I'm sure that one was South Bendigo as well, back too. So But yeah, no, it was amazing just to be able to be in that grand final and obviously getting the cup. And yeah, it's just been amazing. But then last year was also really good with being in the prelim too. So when I was at Eagle Hawk too, but we obviously lost that. But just being in a prelim as well, still pretty amazing to try that out. And yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
Molly, and I mean, hopefully this season, yes, for sure. How has local footy started this year?
Yeah, really good.
You obviously mentioned that before.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, so we started yesterday. Sorry, so yeah, we won. So it was a really good game. So yeah.
Good start. How do you feel you went yesterday?
Pardon?
How do you feel you went yesterday?
Yeah, went okay, I guess. I don't like talking myself up that much, but yeah, no, I thought I kicked a goal and a point, so that's something pretty good.
Sure. Now, you mentioned goals, and I love goals so much, Molly. So go to goal celebrations. Have you got a go-to goal celebration? And did you pull one out yesterday? You won.
I actually did. So yeah, I love this one. I love that one. That's my good one, and obviously a good old high five to the teammates and just getting around everyone. And but yeah, I do like a good old celebration myself. So yeah,
good. Love it. Love to hear that. I mean, they're very good. And go to premierships for a second. I mean, no matter what age group it is, Molly, I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if it's under 12s, under 10s, under 14s, 15, 16, 17, whatever, 18s. They still count. I don't care what division it is. I don't care what level it is. I don't care who the opposition is, how stacked someone is. A premiership is a premiership.
100%. Yeah.
Absolutely. Because, when I won one in 14s, people were like, oh, under 14s, who cares about that? Well, people don't understand, or they should understand. They know, but they probably don't want to say it. They do realise that when you're in under 14s, you're playing against other 14-year-olds or younger. You're not actually it's not like you're 18, 20 years old versus 14-year-olds.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Some people love to be smart asses about that. Now, what AFLW club have you grown up supporting?
Great question. So my brother, Blair Crandall, he is actually with a AFL player that plays for Collingwood. Her name is Grace Campbell. So I obviously a bit biased. I absolutely love her. So she's a real idol for me, and I really look up to her, especially with tackling, because that's my main skill that I need to work on. So that's one big one. But another one's probably Cody Jarks. I don't mind Cody Jarks either because I've known her for a long time. As she used to play for Bendigo Thunder, so I used to kind of go and watch her play in like trainings and stuff. But then again, there's heaps like Taylor Harris and heaps. So, but yeah,
that's good. It's funny you mentioned Grace Campbell. I've had her on, and I'm clearly you've seen and knowing her a bit more personally than some. Seeing all those Collingwood posts. It was those, with the microphone type stuff. And I said it to her at the time, and you don't need
and
to
the nails.
Don't worry, we spoke about the damn nail. I might have to send you that interview. Yeah, we spoke about the bloody nails, all right, and then the good look she said they had with it. And it's definitely a character.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love her. She is she's awesome. Love her. Yeah.
And Cody, I mean, I haven't had her on before, but I met her once before. And she's someone that the team at Essendon and doing some PT stuff, I noticed as well. You wouldn't want to mess with her then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stay clear.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, no, there's a lot of girls that play AFL that obviously I really look up to. So yeah. Keki as well, Lila Keck, another youngin, but she's obviously I used to play alongside her as well. And yeah, she's amazing. So yeah, absolutely love her. Yeah, she's awesome.
You're talking about goal celebrations before, well, then she's obviously got some as well.
That's it, 100%. She's definitely one to get a few good ideas off, I guess, because she's always got a new one coming out every, let's say, probably week.
That's fair. Now, earlier about being a vice captain, so is leadership something you've always wanted to get into, Molly, or is it something just recently come about? How did that all come about?
Yeah, so obviously I've always wanted to be a leader in some sort of way, shape or form in footy, whether that be a captain, vice, whatever. So yeah, I have been vice captain before elsewhere, which I was stoked about. And obviously again this season, Molly Metcalf, my player coach, and my coach, Westy. So obviously they've given me the privilege to step up this season, which I'm really, really happy with that. I can't thank him enough.
Nice, that's very good. Now, Molly, nicknames. Is there any nicknames you get that you like or dislike?
I do have a few nicknames. Pianta is one due to my surname. No one can pronounce my last name being Pianta, so I get a Pinata every now and then. Or Mole Dog or Mole, yeah. But no, I don't. I love all of them. Yeah, don't really have a nickname that I don't like really. Probably Pinata is my favourite. I've had that one since like high school, so that's really stuck with me.
Nice. Now, I'm interested in the mole dog. Where did the dog component come from? Obviously, being Molly, but where did the dog part come from?
I have no idea, to be honest. Don't know. That's actually a good question.
You should be asking the people that originally called you that what the hell where they got that idea from.
Where they got the dog from. Don't know. Maybe they think, I don't know.
A dog?
Dog? I do have a dog, but
no resemblance to the dog. That's fair enough. Now, if you were to use an AFL or AFLW player comparison, type of style of player that you play like, Molly, who would you say that is?
Great question. Yeah, that's a good one. Probably Darcy. He plays for Carlton. Yeah, absolutely love her. She's probably a big one for me. Obviously her playing mid as well. Very quick on the legs and like very quick hands and very game smart. So yeah, I think I probably out of everyone and just on the top of my head, probably her. She's probably the main one that really sticks out for me and that I probably play very similar, to.
Yeah. Nice. What would you say some of your biggest strengths as a footballer?
So strengths, I'm very I'm pretty good at my kicks, like I'm very accurate. Good at like the gameplay, game sense type of thing, and just always there getting around the girls, and
Very good. Now, goals. What are some goals you set for yourself this year? Obviously, you mentioned about having those VFLW trial periods and then wanting to enter that next year, hopefully. What's some goals for yourself in between all this, between now and hopefully then?
So due to me being vice cap this year, obviously want to kind of be that extra voice in the team this year and hopefully get my girls, whether that be to get a look out from other people, like, you know what I mean? And just to get them to be better and, you know what I mean, with that. And just with myself, just to work hard and dedication and just to give it my all and hopefully for next year, when I did talk to Cherie a few weeks back, hopefully I can get down and show them what I'm made of, and
Definitely sure that'd be good. And obviously they've done all right so far to start this season, the Bombers women's team. Now this could be interesting. Now, you can mention when I use these questions that relate to teammates, you can talk about players that you play with now locally, or you can names that you used to play with. Who would you say some of your favourite teammates?
Good one. Favourite teammates. This year, I'll go off this year, probably Freya. Love Frey. She's really good. She's amazing. And Ali and even Molly, my player coach, Molly Metcalf, she's amazing. I really look up to her. She's unreal. She's just amazing, really. So, but then again, all my girls in my team this year are amazing. But even like playing alongside like Lila Keck and stuff back in the day, Tara Slender, even Lily Den Howding, they're all amazing. I reckon I can name nearly every single one that I played alongside, and there's some sort of positive side thing coming out. So
that's fair. Now I'm sure this may not have been on some of your local teammates' bingo card, but who are some coaches' pets? Who's getting thrown under the bus? Well, not necessarily. They could be thrown under the bus. It might not be. Who gains that extra attraction to the coach? Who likes to suck up a little bit?
Yeah, so probably Westy, probably my coach now. Absolutely love him. Yeah, he's awesome. Like I've obviously had a fair few coaches in my 11, 12 years of playing footy. So yeah, probably him. Even Todd Geary back in the day when he used to coach me at Golden Square 2 years ago, even used to help out at Pyros. He was a little bit of a always there, always by my side. Yeah, checking in and whatnot. And Danny O'Brien as well. He was pretty good too. Yeah. But yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, there's been a fair few coaches, so yeah. But they're probably the three off the top of my head that I can think of. But especially Westy this season. Even he coached me last year. But yeah, he's amazing. Yeah.
What are some of your outside of footy interests, Molly?
I obviously only play footy. That's the only sport I play. I don't really have any other interests really sport related, but I do obviously spend a lot of time with friends, family. And yeah, just music, love music. It's a real good one for me, especially in the off season. I like going for a little run and a boogie with me AirPods in. But yeah, I don't really have, just probably just friends, family, and just catching up, and yeah.
Very nice. Now, on the topic of music, what is your favorite music?
Hip hop, just like the normal these days. I don't mind country every now and then. Country's not bad actually. Yep. Hip hop, country, pop. Yeah.
I like asking this question. It was certainly not a question I was going to ever probably plan to bring up 3 months ago to everyone that's a player. Are you a Taylor Swift person?
Depends on the song. I don't know many of the songs off the top of my head, but depends on the song. Yeah. Why are you?
Yeah. No. Well, clearly, no Swiftie, no fanatic. No, definitely not. I'm going to say that right now. But so this was an unintentional Taylor Swift reference I did to someone who doesn't like her, and this is a true story. And this person may not like to admit it, but they probably will. Is so one day they were talking crap, and I'll make a fake name for this conversation, and I'll say John. His name is. And John was just talking garbage, or he was just getting triggered, and I'm like, John, mate, just shake it off. And obviously, you might know what that reference.
Got ya.
That was the words that came out of my mouth. I didn't think of Taylor Swift. I knew obviously who she was, and I knew what that was. But like when I said it, it wasn't intentional because of that.
Yeah.
And they shits big time over that. Bring up Taylor Swift, and they go, "Shut the up! I don't give a shit about that clown or whatever." Oh, that's the PG word, clown. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, okay, calm down. And then once he said it, because I didn't think that was a big thing. And then to top it all off, I'd say to him, John, mate, just all you got to do is hate. And again, he hated it because it's another Taylor Swift reference from that same song.
That's funny.
You ever boy someone, Molly, that doesn't like Taylor Swift, hates her with a passion for some weird reason? Just use those Taylor Swift references, and I think
love it. Yep, I'll keep that one in mind.
If you've got a phone in front of you, or if you want to call like this, well, technically I could play it right now if I really wanted to on here, but I won't. But or I play the song. So if I'm on an interaction like this with you, if these guys I do these calls with and streams with, and I'll have it on like this, and I've got the power of being the host of this thing, so I can put on and turn off whatever the hell I want, and I'll play that song. Like, turn that off. No. Stop annoying me then. It's like, it's a way to make them shut up then. If you don't annoy me, I'm going to play that song.
Yeah. No, I love it.
It is so, and that's why I keep doing it now for the last 3 months. So thank you, Taylor Swift, for that unintentional reference that I did. Maybe it was in Melbourne or that. Maybe my mind opens. Now, favorite TV shows or movies?
Oh, see, I'm not really a TV person, really. Like, I love Home and Away, in saying that.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it for a long time, so I wouldn't even know what's happening in that show at the moment. I don't mind some cooking shows, like the MKR, is that what it's called? MKR Chef Show? Yeah, and Australians Got Talent. I don't mind that. But if anything, I don't really watch a lot of TV shows. Movies, neither really. I love romantic movies, true stories. So yeah.
Fair enough. You love those. So you were in romantic movies. You love those movies where there's like, oh God, is she gonna kiss him? Come on, what like that?
So I thought,
They're the ones.
yeah.
Fair enough. Or the ones where they break up, like, oh no, all the dramatic oh yeah, since we're talking about that type of stuff, what do you think of these dramatized set up TV drama shows like whose love shows, Love Island, all that jazz?
Yeah, so yeah, like the Married at First Sight type of thing.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
one. I actually don't mind it. I like it. It's very it's really engaging. Like it really gets you sucked in.
I don't get sucked in, all right. There's so many people that get sucked into it. Like, do you feel like? I mean, it's funny depending on what side of the fence you're on, I guess. But like, if it's a show you don't like, but there's similar type, or maybe there's individual people on these type of shows, you're like, that's so fake. Like,
Yeah,
like
100%. Yeah, I feel like some people just go on the telly just to show their face, not actually for what the telly, like the TV, is for. Like the show
absolutely.
is for. Yeah, yeah.
For the drama, some people love the drama. I mean, from an outside of watching, it can be funny, but like the parts that I don't like on the shows, like when you can tell they're set up and they're going to go, all right, this is right, that's right, they're about to go off, and it's like it's all set up, and I don't know. It's some part of that show that just pits people off the wrong way sometimes.
Yeah.
But anyway, whatever. Yeah. Now, what do you feel, Molly, is the best individual game you've ever played at any level, at any age, at any time?
Oh, there's been a few, not gonna lie.
So,
Probably one of the good ones, I reckon, last year. I reckon that legit would have been probably my prelim final on the QEO in Bendigo against a team called Wirraning, Swan Hill Way. I think I played a blinder of that game, I think. And then, yeah, I reckon I'm just going to go with that one because that's the one that it's the closest to.
yeah.
Yeah, I think probably, yeah, that one, I reckon. Yeah. And there's a few pros games as well. I thought I played pretty good. But yeah, we'll just go with, I reckon, the prelim one from last season, I reckon.
That's fair. Now we
talked about one that I can remember off by heart.
You want to remember that. So, in respect of goal celebrations earlier, Molly, so what is the best goal you've ever gotten at any level? Is there anything that comes to mind?
I love a snap. I love a good snap, always snapping. So, yeah, I love just a banana. Absolutely love them. So I love to do a few snags. So that's my specialty. Let's say that. Absolutely love it on the run and just snap it. I feel like when it's a set shot for me, depends how I'm feeling. I get it, but majority of the times I kick a goal is on the run, snap, under pressure. It's really weird. It's so weird, but no, I love it.
You know, Molly, we're a match right there in terms of the goal kicking and everything. I mean, I'm the exact same as you. Pockets, I'm more likely to get goals consistently on the pocket than I am consistently front. I don't know what the hell it is.
Yep, same here. It's like I feel like if I take a mark, go back, take my time, everyone's there. I don't know. I feel like it's just too much. But on the run, snap it. Yep, it'll go in. I just feel, I don't know. It's so weird, but I get it majority, probably 9 out of 10 times. Majority of the time I get it.
Yep, same here. I mean, it might be something to do. I don't know about you, but for me, I feel like it's because I probably every time I do have a kick, because I don't play anymore. But if I have a kick, it's like I just go straight as soon as I get to a ground of footy, right, straight to the pocket. Forget about the other spots. It's straight to the pockets.
Yep. I'm a bit the same actually. Yeah, I'm not normally up in the hot spot, but majority on the sides, pockets. So, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm not much difference in age to you. I remember all the way back in under 14s and 16s and stuff like that. That's what the age groups were for us in Geelong. Yeah. And then that was like, literally, I was doing that back then too, not just now when I do goal kicking challenges with people. I like legitimately do that every time. I'd even go tricks, Molly, where this is more in the junior days, not so much now, where I'd go lean up against the point post legitimately and stand there. So it's hard to describe it here. But like, okay, so you got the right point post on the left side for a right footer. I'd literally lean against that post, face the other side of the goals, like the other side, and just kick it up 100 meters in the end. Just hope it goes in. And I actually nailed a fair few of them. Not in a game. But
yeah, nice. That's impressive.
that was some of my secret game practice things. Let's just say that some people weren't too pleased, so that's all I would keep trying to do stuff like that. But hey, it's worked out so well. And I win gold.
Yeah, that's it. That's awesome.
That's my one thing I can claim that I was always good at. Snap, I still am. And I'll because that's the only thing I can do in footy. I can't tackle, I can't kick far, but I could always do all that.
No, that's amazing. That's awesome.
Love it for sure. Now, maybe one day they have to test that out. Now, who loves that limelight, that attention, that camera at any of the clubs you've ever been a part of, and they can't get enough and they know exactly what to do when there's a camera around?
Funny you say that. I was at training the other day, last week on Wednesday, and the bloke on the committee at Eagle Hawk named Jared, absolutely love him. He comes up to me all the time and says, "Molly, are you going to you're going to be in front of a camera?" Because every time, even on the like the websites, newspaper, whatever you call it, online, the fixtures for everything, I'm just always on the front of it, always doing this or like that or just something. So it's always just me. So, but no, I love it. I love a good photo, especially in footy. Outside of footy, I hate it. But in footy, it's like, yep, like give me a camera, blah blah blah, photos, like absolutely love it.
So I'm sure you're loving this then, because that's some form of a similar thing.
Yeah, that's it, 100%.
That's good. Now, it's funny, and I love the honesty too. I mean, I'm the same thing as you, hence why I've got a bloody channel. But do all the joking stuff and everything. But it's not a bad thing though, I feel like, to love the camera. It's not necessarily a bad thing.
Nah, I think it's good.
Well, you have a bit of fun, and yes, you can do serious. I have serious episodes where I do serious podcasts. Well, all interviews are serious, but you have a bit of fun alongside it as well.
Within it, yeah. No, that's it. Yeah.
Any vlogs that I do, any weekly podcasts for men's or women's ones, like there's always seriousness. There's always you gotta add a bit of fun to everything. You can't be dull and boring.
That's it. 100%. Agree. Yeah.
Like, okay, St Kilda 81 and Bulldogs 73. The Saints won by 8 points. That was a really good game. All right, let's go to the next one. You know what I mean? It's like you can't be loved.
Yeah, no, that's it. You got to have some fun within it.
It's like you're reading a script. You can't read the script word for word and dull the whole.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Now, jumper number. What jumper number do you wear, Molly? Is there any significance behind the number?
Nah, number 3. So I love a number 3. On my car, my number plate's legit Molly 3. So absolutely love number 3. I don't know what it is. I just love it. I don't even know. My mum's the same. Love the number 3. So it must be a family trait.
Yeah. Is it significant with the jumper numbers? I feel interested to know. A lot of people, for some reason, love the single digit numbers 1 to 9. I don't understand.
I have heard that actually. Yeah. Yep.
It's interesting. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, they look good. Of course, every number looks good to a degree. What do you feel it is? The only answers I ever heard from people really is that, like the bigger numbers look too chunky or something. Like it just looks too much.
Yeah, I feel like the 1 digit. It's just in the middle of the jumper. It's not like 2 digits, chunky, long. Yeah, wide. I feel like just a single is just legit dead set in the middle of the jumper, just 1 number. I don't know. That's just how I look at it, but I don't know. Yeah, weird.
Some of the big players, like when I say big, I mean big name. I mean not the other thing.
Yeah.
They all generally wear those, single digit numbers. Like there is obviously some that are the best players that don't wear them because there's more than in the team sometimes. But it's number 1. They've got to acknowledge number 1. The number 1's a good one.
Yeah, that's it. 100%. 100%.
For 1, because they want to be the one, the best one, the one.
The one, number 1. That's it.
They want to be the head of the table, head of the club, I guess.
Yeah, the club, the team. Yeah.
Clubhouse leader. Now, speaking of clubs, what is your game day superstitions at a footy club, Molly? Have you got any game day superstitions that you must do?
Before a game? Yeah, so obviously love a bowl of pasta before a game. And obviously when I get to the oval, I obviously do my my normal ritual. Just roll my legs out. I get me shoulder taped, my knee taped. I do my finger at home because I've jarred my finger. And yeah, I roll my legs out at the in the club rooms. I have a banana too before the game starts, and I get my legs rubbed and
No.
yeah. So and obviously just go out on the field and have a little bit of a kick with a few girls, or just go out of there on my own and have a little feel of the ground and have a kick. But that's my normal weekend ritual. So yeah, always the same.
What if one of those things wasn't to be able to happen? How would you feel about that? Like, for example, you're talking about the game day one, so like going on the field. What if there was a game on beforehand and your real chance to go out there properly was you're basically through the banner type part of the warm up?
Yeah. See, I get very good question. Like if there was a game beforehand, I can go out there. I'll just go out there and like the breaks and stuff. Or if there's like a little grass patch somewhere near the oval, I'll just go there. But I think for me, it's probably more my taping, me rolling my legs out, and the massaging, and the banana, and my Gatorade. Have to have a Gatorade. I feel like if that's broken, then I'm a little bit shitty. I'm like, nah, my day's broken type of thing, and I'm like, nah, I need to. I just can't. It just nothing can get in my way. Otherwise, it's wrecked. I find.
So if there's no masseuse or there's no bananas available, Molly's going to be angry.
Bang on. That's it. I just won't be let's say probably won't have a good game because me ritual's been stuffed up.
It should be knocking people behind. Blake, you give me my bloody banana. You know what? So
Yep.
something like that for sure. Now, okay. What's something, Molly, someone does at the club that you can't stand, whether it's leaving rubbish around, just being flat out annoying? Is there anything in particular that grinds your gears, not having a banana or something?
Good question.
Thanks. I'm known to ask good questions sometimes.
I actually don't really know. I actually haven't really looked at that. Actually, thought about that.
So no one jumps, leaves rubbish around, just intentionally wants to annoy you, put your bag in front of someone's locker, or put something in a spot.
Probably at game days, if we're at home or like home ground or whatnot, and there's a team that are playing before us, or they come in and play after us, and they move my bag from where it's sitting on the bench.
Yes.
That's like, don't touch my stuff, especially because I wear glasses, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, I don't want them to go missing. So probably if someone touches my things, it's like, leave it where it is.
I know that. I know. It's like sometimes when you have to put it down somewhere, you're eyeballing someone. Don't even try.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I'm on. Now, in terms of fun facts, what are some fun facts, Molly, about you that people may not know?
It's a really weird one. Must be a family thing too. My mum and my brother hate it too. Hate belly buttons. Oh, make me feel sick to the point where I wanted to get a belly button piercing, but I refused because I think I would vomit. But if someone has a belly button piercing and they're playing with it, I can't. I actually have to leave the room. It's that bad. I just feel sick. And I don't like chickens. Pardon?
In that you see one, or like if they get one? You talking about like in the moment they get it done, or are you talking about like if you just see someone with one?
Just a belly button, and if they have a belly button piercing even and they're just changing it, maybe for football. Yeah, but just belly buttons in general. Yuck.
Fair enough.
And chickens, and I'm okay with them, but I'm not a fan of chickens. Have chickens at work, so that's a bit challenging for what I do for my job, but that's okay. I just got to work with it.
Class is a bit cheesy, but are you a chicken of chickens?
Pardon?
This may sound a bit cheesy, but are you a chicken about chickens?
Yeah, that's it. That's a good one.
Yeah, I only just thought of that then the moment you said chicken, so
No,
there you
that
go.
was smart.
Thank you. Now, toughest opponent you've ever matched on. This is probably more, if you can remember back then in Pioneers days. Was there any particular player who may be at AFLW level now that you played back then that was like one of your toughest opponents, or a particular team if it's not a player?
Yeah, so Keki was a really good one, very quick, so that's one. Tara Slender, she used to play for North. So
Oh, yeah.
she was a really good one too. Like obviously tall, always good at marking and a long distance kick.
Mm.
Yeah. So and then obviously Cody Jarks too. She was awesome too with like this just the speed, the legs on her as well, and the tackles and but yeah.
That's good. Now, forgive me, I'm pretty sure I did ask you this earlier, but I've had a blank. Who did you grow up supporting now? Which AFLW team do you barrack for?
Essendon.
Okay, so, another question all the way back to the VFLW trial. How was it knowing that you had that VFLW trial? Yes, it went how it went, but you're at the club, or close to being at the club, that you go for?
It was amazing. Yeah. So obviously just walking past, like obviously where the males change rooms are, the females change rooms, just going past the males and stuff was change rooms, was just like, wow, this is actually where the AFL Essendon males actually come and whatnot. So even like just touching the gym equipment and whatnot was amazing, and like it was I'll never forget. It was absolutely unreal. Yeah. Even like at North, back at North, Melbourne, when I went down to try out for the same thing. Obviously, definitely don't follow North, but even that, like the privilege to be being asked to go down there and have a stint too, and got through the first, second stage as well, which was awesome, but didn't get in. But that's okay. Much younger back then too. So it was awesome just to have the privilege to just to touch certain things, and knowing that AFL males have touched it, vice versa, the females have touched it. It was kind of I don't know, it just felt really, really good, I guess. It's like a weird feeling.
Yeah. So you met. It's going to be funny, and this is back off what you said about belly buttons here. So I'm sure there's belly buttons galore at a gym. So how are you with a gym then? You're like, you just said you don't like belly buttons, so there'd be probably plenty of them there.
Yeah, but it's different because they have tops on.
Oh, yeah, but some people have those half. I don't know what they call it. I don't know.
Oh, like
I'm not
yeah, true.
those things,
But
whatever I don't know, called singlet tops or those
yeah,
half. I don't know what they're called.
like sport bras type of thing. Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, no, I think it's more if they touch it or something, it makes me feel a bit
I get you now. Okay, not
yeah.
visible, but okay, get you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gonna
And
say
just
that. I pulled it up. That's what I thought. Gee, that'd be a bit hard for you then, if a thing there or a
yeah.
beach like that. Then now, so you mentioned there about North Melbourne. So how was that trial? You mentioned about the second stage. So how was that?
Yeah, really good. So it was pretty much very similar to Essendon VFL. So got us to go down for the first stage, got through, and then the second stage, and then obviously had a meeting. And so yeah, it was both very, very similar, but obviously much younger, especially when I went down for North. I was
Yeah.
only 18. So and then I was 19 something
And
for Essendon. Yeah. So obviously much younger. And yeah, they just said pretty much, especially Travis Cloak, because he was my Essendon VFLW coach when I was trying it out there. So I absolutely love that. Looking up to him all the time. Like, I just felt like I was so short. So yeah, he was amazing. So just being able to have it, just to do some handballs kicking alongside him was like, wow, this is amazing. So, but yeah, just pretty much just said I needed to go back and just and do a bit more development within my with my club and come back the following year. And so hopefully that's next season. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
Yeah.
have you ever had? You probably just answered them by mentioning Travis Cloke. But have you had any AFL, AFLW player interactions as a fan more so than a player? That were either memorable or forgettable.
Yeah, probably Trav Cloke, I reckon. That's probably the Travis Cloke and probably Emma Grant too. So Emma Grant, I've had a little bit to do with her back at Pioneers days and like doing academy, and Vic as well with V-Line and V-Line, V-Line. So yeah, Emma Grant's probably another one, and
Very good. Now, this is part of the interview where teammates' hearts get broken and teammates may love you more and more again. This can relate to current, this can relate to bio players. Who is the best chatterbox at the club?
Probably might be just the Molly name, but at my club in the Eagle Hawk, there's another Molly Metcalf, so she's my player coach. So she doesn't shut up, vice versa. I don't shut up, so it must be a Molly thing. But then, there's a fair few as well in my team, like Ali. There's a fair few, but Molly Metcalf especially, she does not shut up, which I love her. So no, I love her.
Stuck on a deserted Molly with teammates. Who are you bringing and not bringing, and why?
Pardon?
Yeah, if you were stuck on a deserted island with teammates, who would you be bringing in and why?
Cool. I would bring a fair few, but then if there was a certain number that if I could only take a certain number, I would probably take.
Let's say 3 or 2.
3 or 2. Ali. Ali. Probably Eliza. And probably Freya, probably, yeah. But yeah.
Just the quietest teammates.
Quietest.
Yep.
Probably there's a fair few actually. This season we've got a lot of young'uns, so there's a fair few this year. Yeah, it's probably wouldn't say half the team. It's probably close to half. There's a lot of quiet ones. Yeah.
That's now this can always be going one of which way. Defenders, I feel like they deserve a bit more love than what they get from an AFL, AFLW point of view, Molly. Obviously, it's got the Brownlow, the rucks get recognised in Brownlow votes these days, and at that level, and you've got the Coleman. So, do the defenders at that level deserve their own official title of an award, just like those other 2 positions have, or 3?
I do agree with that. Only obviously because the other 3 obviously get that privilege and get that the eyes looked at them, so they should have the same thing happening to the defenders group too.
Sure. Now, most prized possessions, Molly. What are some of your most prized possessions?
Oh, good question. The most.
If it's not some, if it's not most, some. If it's not your most prized, some of your prized possessions, then.
I'm not sure.
Any like Guernseys, boots, medals?
Yeah, probably
clothes, money.
Probably like get vouchers and stuff. Probably like a grilled voucher. Love a good grilled voucher.
Certainly wasn't on my bingo card to get mentioned for that topic, but interesting. Like a bit of free
food, yep. And obviously just at the end of the season too, obviously just like you get a medal, depends how you go, but that's obviously a big one too. Yeah. But yeah, obviously we get a lot of food vouchers, so I love the free food.
Nice. A lot of people do love that type of stuff. Now, this is a question I like bringing up sometimes. I feel like I just feel like I don't know. You haven't told me this off stream. I just got a feeling that you might have someone in mind here. On a team photo day, we talk about the glitz and the glamour and the attention and everything before, Molly. Who would be someone that overdoes photo day and just takes so damn long to get ready and just wants to look $1 million? They might be $1 million already, but they want to overdo it.
Molly Metcalf in my footy team this season.
Hey, coach. Very interesting.
Hey, coach. Yep, she's gorgeous, but she would take the longest, I reckon, with the makeup, the hair, you name it.
That's fair. Yep. Now, this is the part of the interview, Molly, with teammates. Oh, no, not teammates. We've done that. This is the hot topic food questions, Molly, and I don't understand why so many people in Australia get so worked up over these food questions. But yeah, so, all right, first one. Now, I've only had 5. Sorry, I got thrown off. Something popped up on my screen. I got 6 questions. Now, only 5 people, Molly, have ever answered the first question illogically wrong. I say not factually, but it technically is. But it's an opinionated question. But there's really only one answer. Please don't do something different. Chicken palmy. Is it a palmy or is it something else?
It is a Parma.
Oh, far out. All right. Okay. Tell me why.
Parma.
Okay. What
I have always known it to be a Parma.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's do a teaching education lesson. You're not the only one that's got this lesson. All right.
And I even work at Kennington Primary School as a teacher's aide. So I hope it's Parma.
Hey, well, you're teaching the wrong thing. Now, okay. So there's things, Molly, you're going to have to try and rebuttal back. And if you can't, then you just prove that you're wrong. Now, again, so a bit of banter here. But, so, all right. You got, so I'm getting thrown off. Something just keeps popping up on my screen. It won't go away. So, spell it out for me. Spell out palmy.
Palmy, P-A-R-M-I.
Thank you. Now, what pronounce it?
Palmy.
Yeah. And you pronounce Parmigiana, so it's like 1 for 1. I mean, it goes with the name. You pronounce it Parmigiana. It's spelled with an I, so it should be an I.
Now that you do say that, I get your point.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
I love it. I love it.
I actually haven't looked at it like that before, if I'm being really honest.
Well, hello. I could have convinced someone here that said the wrong thing to go to the right side of it.
I actually have never, ever thought of it that way. So I think you might be right.
Yes, I converted one. Now, for that, I'm going to give you 1 out of 1. You said the wrong thing to start, but you picked it up. So 1 for 1, good. Now, no one, by the way, has ever gotten 2 out of 6. Now, that's okay. We're 1 for 1. Now you need to get at least 1 more to not be dead last. Now, all right.
Hopefully
so
I'm that special one.
well, you're the one to get only 2 or less, correct?
Huh?
What's that?
Hopefully I can get this second one, and then I'll be the only one that's passed the second question.
No. It's the other way around. No. Plenty of people have got. So 9 people have got 2 out of 6. Only 5, like maybe 2 people, or maybe more than 2, got like 3. 3's the lowest.
Got ya.
So you don't want to be under. That's a bad thing. Now, pineapple on a pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. 1 out of 2. I can't cop that. I can't.
I like it on the pizza, but I don't like weird, I know. I don't like big chunks of the pineapple, so sometimes I take the pineapple off, but I like the juices from the pineapple on the pizza.
Okay, so you like the juices but not the chunks. Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind the chunks if they're small, but if they're very big, I'll remove them and I just put them to the side.
Okay. I can't give you that. I was going to give you half a point, but the juice is still a pineapple, so I'm going to say no. All right, that's okay. 1 for 2. It's all right. Now, tomato sauce, cupboard or fridge?
Cupboard.
Good. 2 for 3. All right, good. You just need one more of the next 3, and then you're in the clear from the bottom spot. Good. Or equal.
I love tomato sauce on everything.
Yeah, that's good. I can't give you bonus points for saying that, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Nice try. Okay. Favorite food?
Favorite food. Absolutely love anything pasta. So whether that be carbonara, spag bowl.
Yep.
You name it.
Tick. You pass it. You got 3 out of 4. Good job. You can't be dead last, but still, let's keep the momentum going. Right.
Yep.
Food I don't like.
Food I don't like. I don't like. Can this be like a veggie or is it like an actual meal?
It can be whatever you don't like. It can be an item. It can be like, for example, if you're talking about fruit, it can be a fruit. It can be a vegetable. It can be a meal. Place.
Absolutely do not like Brussels sprouts and squash.
Good. 4 out of 5. I don't like Brussels sprouts either. 4 out of 5. So the last one from this side of things. Favorite takeaway place.
Favorite takeaway place. I do love KFC or Macca's.
Good answer.
Yeah.
What's your go-to order at either Macca's or KFC?
Macca's, I normally order either a Big Mac meal or a quarter pounder.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. And at KFC, normally ultimate box.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
So 5 to 6, you did all right. So you picked it up, started slow, inverted you, got the pineapple one,
Yeah.
and then, bro, really, you technically could have got all 6 there. About the pineapple, and then I converted you from them. I'm proud of you. That's the first one of the 5 people that said it wrong that I've converted over. So good job, bravo, pat on the back. Right. So now a few more for you to do. Pressure coming on, Molly. Okay. So celebrity crush. Who's the one to blush over, as they say? Deep thought.
Yeah, it's a really good question.
Can be a footballer. It can be a celebrity, a wrestler. It could be a movie actor. It could be whatever.
I might just go a footballer. Put me under pressure.
I have. Is it a bomber?
I'm really thinking hard here.
Well, see, here's the thing. I don't want to name names and then people insinuate this is what I would say. So I don't want to give you examples because then someone's going to interpret it that way with me, which that's not the case.
Yeah, nah. I used to love Bailey Smith, but I'm not a fan anymore.
Yeah.
Kerno's not bad.
Kerno, okay. All right, fair enough.
Kerno's not bad, but probably the Dacos boys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. So now you got names, just pulling your names out of a hat.
Yeah.
Boom. 2, 3.
I can keep going, but
it's good there were answers there from you. Now, a few more. So do pressure coming on. So, where am I? Oh, yeah, this one. So, no, I'll do that one last. If you were the AFL or AFLW CEO for a day, Molly, what rule would you be adding and or removing?
Good one. I would probably add or remove. feel like it's very soft these days with the tackling.
Yeah.
I feel like I would probably remove a little bit of the softness.
Yep.
Back, obviously not too rough back like what it used to be back in the day. But I feel like it is a little bit precious these days with the tackling and
Mm-hmm.
just like a little tap there, it's instant free kick too high. So that's probably what I would put in to take away a little bit of that preciousness.
Sure.
And I would probably include a bit more fairness with umpires.
In terms of how they get criticised, or
How they actually see things.
in terms of, so is in you're on their side or the
The
fan?
opposite. Yeah, the team side. So more they make decisions over silly.
Oh yeah, the umpires. Yeah, I was telling you why they do a lot of silly calls. Just go watch Jim Freeman robbed on Saturday,
And probably the fairness too. Like they might say, "Yep, a free kick to this team," and then the opposition does the same thing, but they don't get that free kick. So probably more of the make sure that it's equal, not one-sided.
Yep. Oh yeah, they love to be one-sided. Just look at the Ginnivan stuff. You can call him a stage or whatever you want, Molly, but well, that's probably true. But that's irrelevant from the situation that he gets umpired differently. That's why they were forced to make a statement this week. They tried to give him a sympathy free at the start of the game yesterday, which was there. They took his head off twice, and they had to give it to him. And then what they do a quarter later, back to him getting clotheslined and everything, and still no freeze. It's like they're like, oh yeah, they've done it once now. Shut up now. I don't like that. Last one, so pressure coming on. If you can map out a dream scenario for yourself, Molly, from right now to the end of the footy season, what does this look like for Molly Pianta? I got it right, didn't I?
You did get it right. What was that? A dream
Scenario for you for the rest of this football season from now to the end of the year.
Dream scenario. Dream is to win the granny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple. That's a perfect thing. And obviously being 1-0, Molly, that is a very, very good start. Molly, been really good having you on. All the best the rest of the season.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I've really enjoyed your time.
Thanks, you too. Thank you.